Hey guys, what's going on? It's Roland37 here, and welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going to be finishing the series on showing you guys the fastest way to get every skill XP in Hypixel Skyblock. Today's guide is going to be on mining XP. If there's any part of this video that pertains more to you that you'd like to skip to, I'm going to throw some timestamps up on the screen right now. There's a lot that has to do with mining, so you may want to end up skipping to one of these. But if you stick through the intro, I'd really appreciate it. We got a big announcement today. Thanks. First thing, I always got to start off begging for subs. Please do consider subscribing. I work really hard on these videos and it helps the channel out a lot. The growth has been insane lately and thank you guys very much. As a lot of you know, Hypixel has been down over the last couple of weeks, and because of this there wasn't a whole lot of content to make videos on. With this time, instead of making other random videos, I decided to spend some time making an official channel Discord server. There's a lot of requests about this on my channel, and so I finally went through with it and ended up making it, and I just released it within the last 3 days. If you'd like to join this Discord, please consider it. The link's in the description. We're going to be doing an announcement giveaway for this Discord server within the next couple of days, and this giveaway is going to be for about 5 million coins. As of right now, there's only about 30 people in the Discord, so your chance of winning is pretty high. Consider joining. I'd appreciate it a lot, and thanks. Let's get on with the actual video. Mining is a really important skill in Hypixel Skyblock nowadays, and this is because it does a lot of good stuff. Its base benefits are going to be giving you more defense and give you more mining fortune. This is really simple, but more defense is always good, and it'll make your EHP a lot higher in the vanilla game and especially in dungeons. Another thing it does is give you a lot of weight. Mining XP was a really slow skill before the Dwarven Mines update came out, and because of this, mining XP is calculated for a lot of weight. If you're trying to join a guild or get your skill average up and they have a hefty weight requirement or a skill average requirement, mining is one of the first skills you're going to want to do, because nowadays it's actually a really fast skill to level up. It goes to level 60 and it gives you a lot of weight. Other than that, mining XP is a very good way to make money as well. There's a lot of equipment and a lot of upgrades that you can get, and it's a pretty fun skill to grind overall. Before we do get on with some of the actual methods for getting mining XP, there's a couple things that are pretty important to go over, and that's going to be the XP boosters. There's a lot of these in this game, and especially for mining XP now. There's one big XP booster going on right now, which is the double XP event. This, when you're watching this video, probably won't be going on, but as of right now it is. This is one of the best times to get mining XP and is a huge booster. Some of the ones that you can actually get by yourself though are going to be, for starters, a booster cookie. Just having booster cookie effect active gives you a 20% extra skill boost XP. It does among other things, but that's one of the biggest parts. 20% is no insignificant number, but if you're new to skill XP and you don't have that much money, cookies are around 2 mil, which can be expensive for some people, so only get it if you have the money. The next really important thing is going to be a god. These potions give you every single potion effect in the game, and one of these is going to be a mining skill boost 3. I think it gives you 15 to 20% extra XP as well, and this is a huge upgrade. We're going to talk more about Heart of the Mountain later, but another one is going to be Seasoned Mine Man in Heart of the Mountain. If you level this up, you will get a 10th of an XP skill boost. You level this up to about level 30 or level 40, you're going to get 10% more XP. This is quite a significant number. One last thing that I should also talk about is the Mayor Cole. Cole rarely ever gets voted in, even when he's got the best perks on him, because he's not the best mayor ever, but he does have a perk that gives you more mining XP. This overall is a pretty important perk, and I would definitely recommend mining when he has this perk available, but he doesn't always get voted in, so don't worry too much about it. The last one is going to be the 30% mining XP boost from the silverfish. And along with that, we're going to move to the next section, which is going to be pets. There's only 2 mining pets in this game that are really relevant for doing mining XP, and that's going to be the silverfish pet and the mithril golem pet. The silverfish pet is very good because of its mining XP boost, which gives you a 30% mining XP boost at level 100. This is really good because you only need to have your silverfish blue rarity, rare rarity, and this also means it's a lot cheaper than the mithril golem and a lot easier to level up. And since this video is about getting skill XP, this will technically at the end of the day give you a lot more skill XP than the mithril golem. The last thing is, if you want to get the legendary version of this, you'll get a perk called Dexterity, which gives you haste 3. If you can't buy haste potions or you don't have a god potion activated, haste 3 will actually technically give you some mining speed. So if you don't have a god potion and you don't have a whole lot of money, consider buying a silverfish pet. It will technically give you some more mining speed. Speaking of mining speed, let's go over to the mithril golem. The mithril golem should be used in its epic rarity, and it gives you the perk of 100 more mining speed and also a 20% chance to get more mithril powder. When getting mining XP in this game, there's two things that are important: mining XP boost as well as your mining speed. The more mining speed you have, the more mithril you can mine, and the more mithril you can mine, the more XP you can get. Also, the more commissions you can do, and the more commissions you do, the more XP you get. You see where I'm going? At the end of the day, the silverfish pet gives you more skill XP. So if you're going straight for skill XP, use the silverfish pet, not the mithril golem. But the mithril golem is still very good. You're going to be mining faster with the mining speed, and with a 20% chance to get more mithril powder, you'll be getting a significant amount more mithril powder. And with mithril powder, you can get the Heart of the Mountain upgrades quicker. So because of this, if you're new to mining, like you're level 20 in mining, let's say, and I recommend using the mithril golem for pretty much the whole thing, just so you can get all the way to Heart of the Mountain 5. Once you're Heart of the Mountain 5 or very close to it, then I recommend using the silverfish pet. The very last thing the silverfish is good for is mining minions, specifically snow minions, because that 30% mining XP boost also works with minions. And that brings us into our next section, which is going to be minions. I actually have never really talked about minions when it comes to skill XP, because most skills don't need minions to get the XP, and most of the time using minions for getting skill XP is not worth it. For mining, on the other hand, this is extremely worth it because snow minions make a ridiculous amount of money and mining XP. As of right now, snow minions are the most consistent minion in the game because their product, the enchanted snow and the enchanted diamonds, if you were to use diamond spreading, both sell to NPC for a really good amount of money. When collecting from these guys, you also get XP, so use your silverfish when collecting. To max these guys out for the long run, use an enchanted lava bucket and a super compactor. Diamond spreading will also give you free money and free mining XP. If you want the absolute most mining XP, then put hyper catalysts in these guys. They'll get 4 times more mining XP than they do now. But even without hyper catalysts, if you're trying to make some money on the side, these guys make a lot of money and a lot of mining XP just from having them around. I think in total from 26 snow minions, I make somewhere close to about 2 million coins a day, every 24 hours, just from these guys. And again, they also make a lot of mining XP. This used to be the meta for getting mining XP before Dwarven Mines came out. The next thing we're going to talk about in the Dwarven Mines is the armor set you choose, of which I recommend 2. If you're just starting out in mining, get the goblin armor. This is my personal recommendation. This armor is super easy to get. It's dropped by the goblins in the goblin burrows, but it's also extremely cheap on the AH, only costing about the full set, probably being about 15k. This set's really good for when you start mining because its base ability turns all of your intelligence into mining speed. This isn't the best perk in the game, and obviously is not the best mining gear in the game, but it is super cheap, and for those of you starting, it'll cost almost no money to get a pretty decent mining set. If you really want, you can reforge your talismans to Bazaar, and this will make it so that you can get more intelligence, and then you can get more mining speed. I think you can also reforge your goblin armor into Wise, and it'll also give you more mining speed. The next set is going to be Glaciite armor, and I don't have any Glaciite armor right now. Glaciite is significantly more expensive, but still not that expensive at the end of the day. And the good part about this set is it gives you a base ability of mining speed. So the full set gives you 10 mining speed each, and along with this, it gives you 2 extra mining speed for each of your mining levels. This is good, but if you're starting off mining, you're not going to have a lot of mining levels, and so this armor set may not be good. Though, if you're also new, you may not have a lot of intelligence either, which might make it so the goblin set isn't that good. So really, just depending on your stats is going to be whether you choose the glassite armor or the goblin armor. I honestly think that the goblin armor is going to be a better choice, especially if you're down to reforge some of your talismans in your armor over to Bazaar and Wise. Best set, this is going to be no surprise to anybody, is going to be Sorrow armor. Sorrow armor is a very cool looking armor and is a lot more expensive than all the other mining sets. In total, this armor is a lot cheaper right now, but costs around 10 to 12 million coins. You get this armor from killing ghosts down below and getting their sorrows. You can also just buy it on the AH like I did myself, but this armor gives a ton of mining speed and mining fortune. There's really nothing more to this, it just gives you a ton of mining speed, and it's by far the best set in the game right now. This is before Dwarven Mines V2, so there could be a better set that comes out later, but this set's fantastic. If you want the best stuff for mining, this is obviously going to be the best. You can also upgrade it by putting Legion 5 on it, and some other enchants if you really would like, but it's not that important. The next thing we should talk about is drills and pickaxes, of which there there is a lot in this game. When you're starting off, you're really going to want to follow this line of pickaxes, starting with the fractured mithril pickaxe, going to the bandaged mithril pickaxe, going to the titanium pickaxe, then to the refined titanium pickaxe. This line from Bubba is very good. There's one little caveat here in that the fractured mithril pickaxe, it actually has less mining speed than a diamond pickaxe. So as long as you use a diamond pickaxe and use the fractured mithril pickaxe just to mine titanium, you'll be getting the most speed. From here, follow these pickaxes up in order. They're going to have a certain heart of the mountain requirement, which essentially is the level you are in mining. The higher you get, the higher heart of the mountain it's going to need, and this works for every drill in this game. Drills are really simple. The more expensive it is, the better it gets. It's really as simple as it is. Honestly, one of my recommendations is going to be the refined titanium pickaxe. This is a super solid choice, and you can put Fleet on it, which is the best reforge for mining, along with Fortune, Efficiency, Telekinesis, and Compact. This will make this drill fantastic, and you can use the refined titanium pickaxe up until Heart of the Mountain 5 easily. There's a lot of other pickaxes and drills. If you look up drill, you can see the list of them here. They're not a whole lot different from each other. The only real difference is the more mining speed and fortune they have. The one good part about drills is that you can put drill upgrades and fuel tanks on them. The one issue with drills is that you have to refill their fuel. This is hardly an issue at all. Fuel costs nothing because Voltas from Sorrows are super common and super cheap. I have some right here. They're very cheap. They give you 10,000 fuel, but if you are that concerned about money, just use a pickaxe. The best drill in the game is, I think, over 100 million coins. It's super expensive, and I don't really recommend it. But if you're at that point in the end of the game, you're going to want to buy the most expensive drill, and you're going to want to put the best enchants on it. It's really as simple as that. The three recommendations I have for drills and pickaxes are going to be the titanium, refined titanium pickaxe, then the drill I'm using here, the SXR226, and then the last recommendation I have is going to be the DRX355. I think this is one of the best for its price for one of these high-end drills, and so if you're planning on buying a drill, this is the one I recommend, really. If you have a lot of money to spend though, obviously buy the higher versions of that. It's going to be a lot better. One of the last things we should talk about is Heart of the Mountain, and Heart of the Mountain is very important. You'll get these commissions when you're down here in the Dwarven Mines. Whoa. And these commissions will give you Mithril Powder, Heart of the Mountain XP, and Mining XP. Mithril Powder is used to upgrade your Heart of the Mountain tree, and Heart of the Mountain XP levels up your Heart of the Mountain tier, and these tiers give you tokens to unlock more sections of the Heart of the Mountain tree, if that makes any sense. There's three really important perks into the Heart of the Mountain tree, and the only ones I really recommend upgrading. That's going to be mining speed, efficient miner, mining fortune, and I also recommend titanium and sanium. I said three, but I think titanium and sanium is also pretty important. Mining speed and efficient miner are going to be the two really important ones out of these for going for XP, whereas titanium and sanium actually isn't too important for XP and is really good for money. Mining speed and efficient miner will make it so you can literally mine blocks quicker. This is really good for commissions, and efficient miner makes it so it breaks blocks around it, gives you more XP, gives you more blocks, gives you more money. It's really good. In the Heart of the Mountain, I only recommend leveling up those. You probably won't be able to get them until you're about Heart of the Mountain 4 though. The last thing is going to be the actual mining method that you choose. This is to get the most XP and what you should do depending on your level. Mining is a sort of convoluted skill, and by that I mean that depending on the level you are, depending on what gear you have, is going to really determine what you do. So when you're early on into the game, what I recommend you do is specifically go for commission rewards. These commission rewards give you a lot of Mithril Powder, they give you a lot of mining XP as well, and they're generally pretty easy to do. Grinding commissions is super easy, and you'll obviously get a lot of mining XP while doing this, and you don't have enough mining speed for normal mining to give you enough mining XP. Because of this, when you're early on, I recommend going for commissions. Once you are about Heart of the Mountain 5, and you have a lot of points into mining speed and efficient miner, and you've got a good drill, I recommend then doing just mining instead of going for commissions. There's a point in this game where you'll be getting more mining XP while just mining instead of doing commissions. When it comes to how you should actually mine, that the spot doesn't matter a whole lot. There's a really good spot up in the upper mines where you can mine, but the spot isn't really that important. When you're early on in the game, the first thing I recommend doing is, before you have a lot of efficient miner, what I recommend doing is mining the gray wool on the outside. This is because the gray wool gives you just as much much mining XP as the blue wool, which takes longer to break. This is a lot quicker, and you can follow this ring of gray wool around, and you'll get more XP just because you can mine this a lot faster. Later on, when your mining speed's high and you have a lot of efficient miner, you're gonna then want to change your strategy to mining the middle. Mining the middle is very good because your efficient miner will break all of the blocks around it, which is really massive for getting mining XP. My efficient miner isn't big enough to demonstrate this, but essentially since you're breaking the middle, the efficient miner has more room to spread out. This blue wool also gives you more mithril, which will give you a lot more money, and these will also give you more mithril. So when you're doing this, the efficient miner will get all of this, give you more mithril, give you more mining XP. I only recommend doing this when you're really high level. Like I said, Heart of the Mountain 5, and you're gonna have a lot of mining speed, good equipment, and most importantly, a lot of efficient mining. Alright guys, thank you very much for watching. This video was kind of weird, and I've kind of been postponing it for a while because I knew it would be a pretty hefty one to do. There's a lot of information in this video, and so for those of you who actually stuck to the end of the video or watched the entire thing, thanks so much. I know this video wasn't just a straight up guide, and it was more just a lot of tips and tricks. This, like I said before, mining's there's a lot of different gear depending on what point you are in the game. I try to make these guides more universal for everybody, whether they're new to the game or whether they're at the end of the game. That's kind of how the video was a little bit weird how it was, and so it wasn't a direct guide exactly. I do hope this guide and these tricks did help you in getting mining XP, and mining XP is a really good and fun skill to get done right now, so I highly recommend doing it. Alright guys, join the Discord. We're doing a 5 million giveaway. It's gonna be great. Links in the description. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.